welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I am working on Scraplift Crafternoon with my friends. We added a new member to our team. This week will be her first week joining us, so everybody welcome Ashley, the scrapping nerd. Her links and stuff will be down below for you to view her Instagram and her YouTube channel. She is an amazing creator and we're very happy to have her on board. This week's layout was chosen by yours truly, and I'm going to pop that up here in the corner for you. Now, you know I chose a layout if there's stitching on it, right? Come on, you know I love to stitch, and there is lots and lots of stitching on this layout. I love it, and I will be doing the stitching. I probably will be the only one stitching. Oh, maybe Ashley likes to stitch. She might stitch. We'll see. Anyway, so I was going to use the very same collection that Amanda J creates, used in her layout. By the way, her links will also be below, as well as a playlist, because I have that collection and I still have some of it left. I'm not sure how much, because I was busting it a year ago in March, or trying to, and I used up a whole bunch of it, but I think there's still some left. Instead, I went with this photo of my son, Garrett, and his puppy, Vice, and some papers and bits and pieces from one of the fall Hip Kit Club kits from 2022. I have not decided what all I'm going to use here. I am going to probably use this for my title because I don't have a phrase set of stickers that I really want to use. And then there are some like wordy bits on here as well. You can tell it when I've been hanging out with Kristen, because I call everything wordy bits for a long time after I've been hanging out with Kristen. I spent a night with her last week and hung out with her. And so anyway, we are going to go ahead and pause this video. We're going to get started. I will come back with all of the stitching complete. I will not be doing it on camera. Be right back. All right, got all that stitching done, and one of my buddies happened to see that I was working on this layout. I shared the original layout with her. I didn't share mine necessarily, and she was like, can you give some tips for stitching on this layout? And so here are one of my tips. When you are stitching, always poke the hole for the corners first. My stitching is not perfect, if you can see that in this video, and I'm okay with that. My second tip is when you're doing a shape such as a heart, you poke the holes in the tip and in the center where it meets at the top first, and then poke the rest of the holes. For a heart, I tend to poke the holes very close together because, as you know, it's got curved edges and straight stitches don't curve very well, so you just poke them closer together and have smaller stitching, and that way you don't have any angles in your stitching. So those are my tips. Now, the first thing that I'm doing, of course, is I added fun foam to the back of my photo, and I'm adding my title first. I did not use a pre-done title. I just used the letters that came in this kit, and I called it Puppy Love. And so my next step is going to start getting these hearts on here in a similar fashion as they are on the original layout. Mine will not be perfect because my photo is different and I had to move things around just a tad to make sure everything fits okay. And for the most part, I am pretty okay with how things look and how things go. I did take that little orange heart that you saw me not the smallest one, but the next size up, and I moved it around because I think I switched them when I was making my piles for the stitching, because I believe that size should actually go on the top, and I do switch that around here in a minute. Now I'm going to go through these chipboard buttons. She had some of the standard calico, or not calico, cocoa vanilla wooden buttons with the little epoxy centers in them that are so awesome. And so I'm just using the buttons here in the same manner that she used those. I also had some chipboard flair that I was going to stick on here, and I have phrases. My phrases are a little bit different than hers. I don't have as many just straightforward phrases, so I'm going to be putting some in that have more floral bits on them and everything, and that's where I change out the sizes of those hearts, because I thought it looked wrong. Anyway, I will be putting things on here using what I have in this kit. My goal is to try to bash this kit soon, because I have run out of room in the little place that I keep my Hip Kit Club kits, which means some of them need to be used. I know, bad me. I tend to dig into them, but I've got a whole bunch of half-used ones that I need to just finish up. And I also need to stop buying the extra embellishments, because I run out of paper before I run out of embellishments. And I love embellishments. I love their embellishments, and I probably won't stop buying them. So there's that. Anyway, I am doing a little bit different things here. I think I add more chipboard buttons than she had on hers, and I add some little heart pieces as well. I got my layout all done, and I decided I'd go ahead and throw in my iPad here with the original layout on top. I really could have used that collection. I'm pretty sure I have enough of it left that I could pull it off, but I didn't. I instead used a fall collection for this cute photo of my son and his puppy. Puppy was probably 8 or 9 months old in this photo, I think. Anyway, I had to do a few things differently because I didn't have all of the elements that she had on hers, but I still have my diagonal embellishments and my title with the little circular element. I did not type my journaling. I did just put a label there in a matching color and hand wrote it. I also didn't have as many phrases that were small enough to fit on some of the hearts. And of course, I didn't have single flowers. I had some chipboard flower clusters that I used instead. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I did a few things differently, like I added extra chipboard hearts. I added an extra circular element here. And I did go ahead and come in, and I think these are from Simple Stories, but they're enamel dots that have lived off to my right here on this table for a while, and I've just been picking at them as we go. So as far as the rest of this layout goes, I am happy with the way it turned out. I really loved this collection from Hip Kit, and frankly, I would absolutely purchase it again if it was offered again. It's not, and that is fine, because goodness only knows I don't need any more stuff. Anyway, but this turned out as close to the original as I feel like I can get. So I hope that you like what I came up with, and I hope that you will check that description box below to see what the rest of my crew is doing with this particular layout. Remember, this is Ashley's first week with us, and we're looking forward to seeing what she comes up with on this layout. And give her a warm welcome when you head over to her channel. I just want to thank you so much for being here. I appreciate those of you who take the time to watch my videos and to like, comment, and or subscribe. If you have any comments or questions about this layout, just drop them below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye.